Okay, guys. I
Are
think
we
we're
live?
live. Say hello for live. Make sure this is working.
Hello.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. It looks like there's already 170 of you in here,
Wow,
and we just
exciting.
got here. So, thank you, everybody who's here. Hopefully, you can hear us, and I think you can.
Long time no see. It's been a while since we've done a live.
So, before we answer some questions, we should maybe just say where we are and what's going on.
Yeah, we can give a little update. So currently we are in Minnesota. Alex came to visit me after we spent 3.5 weeks apart.
Yeah, I'm from California, and I got here maybe a week ago, I think. So, yeah, we're in Minnesota, the middle of the U.S.
Alex had never been to Minnesota before, so I've been showing him around, and it's been gorgeous.
And we'll be making some videos about that pretty soon.
Yep, we can show you what COVID is like in the States and show you what Minnesota's like.
Yeah, and really quick, it looks like we have a super chat already, so we should answer this. So, a super chat is basically a way that your comment can get highlighted if you want it to be seen for longer, if you want us to answer your question for sure, because we get a lot of questions on here. So we got one from Raymond Torres. Thank you for the super chat. And it's not really a question, so just thank you for your support. So it's just like a way to support the channel if you want to do that and get your questions seen. And we also got one from Miranda D. Thank you so
Miranda.
much for the super chat. All right, so should we get to some questions? Have you seen any yet?
No, we've been talking too much.
We just have a lot of hellos. So awesome that all you guys are here. A good amount of you could show up for this one, so that is amazing.
All right, so Valeria asks if we will show you guys our families while we're home. So you guys saw in the last video, we showed a little bit of my brother when I greeted him in the car. He's a weirdo. And I don't know if we'll be showing a lot more of my family. You didn't really show any of yours, right?
No. You might meet Lindsay's mom at some point. So
you might see a little bit of my family.
Because we're in Minnesota now, I'm not sure if I'll be going back to California soon or not, so who knows.
We don't know where we're going to end up next. We still have not decided that.
Yeah.
You guys will probably have a part in deciding where we go. We'll give you some options. You guys can vote.
But if you follow us on Instagram, it's Alexander Travelbum and Lindsay Travelbum, and on there we are sharing some more personal stuff. And I just posted a picture of my niece, so we have a little bit of family stuff on there.
But that was on your personal.
Actually, that's my personal account, which you can find through the other account.
Nah.
Anyway, we got another super chat.
Alright, Glade Cornelius says, Alex got to meet the parents. I'm glad you are home safe. Thank you. You've been a loyal subscriber from the beginning, and thank you for the super chat.
Awesome. Thank you, Glade, as always. And yeah, got to meet the parents, got to meet the family. Just today I met Lindsay's brother, and he's here. He might come say hi. So yeah, the whole family. They're cool people. We got another one.
And they liked Alex too.
Oh, it's good to know.
Alright, the next super chat comes from Tack Fogger. So you guys been in the US for a while, actually? For about a month.
So our last few videos were backlogged a little bit. So we were actually in Mexico 3 to 4 weeks ago, so it wasn't actually a couple days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they're backlogged a little bit. We've been taking a little break. I was in California for a few weeks. So yeah, we have a few more videos coming, actually quite a bit. So we had these videos saved up from Colombia and Peru before the lockdown, and that we never got to show you guys. We started doing the lockdown videos once that happened to us, and we wanted to stay really current with that so you guys knew what was going on in Peru and in the world. So we didn't get to release all those videos. So starting tomorrow or the next day, you're going to see a few videos from our trip in Colombia and Peru right before lockdown happened.
We did some pretty cool things, so we hope you guys like the videos. We just went back and rewatched them, and it was kind of fun to relive it.
Alright.
Let's see. Sonia Klein says, did you guys hear about how Potato Head is doing? So for those of you who don't know, Potato Head is the dog that we took in from the street. He followed us home, and we found him a new amazing home in Peru. And we have kept in close contact with Lydia and Roberto, who adopted him, and they have sent us videos. He is doing amazing. He's so happy, and we couldn't have asked for a better home for him. So
not at all.
Great.
It's an amazing place for dogs. You couldn't find anything better than that for a dog.
It's an amazing place for humans, too.
Yeah,
so.
He's very happy there. So that's our update. We'll be posting some little update videos that they send us from their house of Potato Head playing with a bottle, running around. So, yeah, you'll see more. All right, and Derek Hale gave us a super chat. Thank you. That's just a support sticker. Thank you, as always, for your support.
Thank you, Derek.
Manny E says, are you still having avocado for breakfast? So the thing is,
no.
We were just talking about this today. We both love avocado, but here they are a lot more expensive, and they're smaller usually, and they don't taste as good.
They don't, ripen properly. When you get them, they're super hard, and then they never really get quite right.
Yeah,
So.
they're still good, but there is a difference there. And they were so cheap in Peru, we could have them with every meal, which was amazing. And we could special request it wherever we went.
Yeah.
And they would do it for us, but we've learned that coming back home, they don't really do special requests so well like they do in Peru, or it costs you a lot extra to put avocado on. So, yeah, not so much, and it's pretty sad.
It's still my favorite food, but we haven't had it in a while. Diego Mimbacas says hi and gave a super chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Diego. Awesome. We have a few more here, but Christian Stevan says, do you guys have plans to visit Brazil? If so, please don't only visit the touristy places. We really do want to visit Brazil, and I was just looking into that last night and seeing if it could potentially be an option for pretty soon. We're not sure yet. We have a few options that we're looking into as for our next travels really soon. So we're really not sure, but it could happen. It's going to happen at some point. It depends on the state of the world, but Brazil is still pretty high on our list.
It's a possibility for sure.
Yeah.
Alright, super chat from Lorenzo Gonzalez. Thank you, Lorenzo.
Thank you, Lorenzo. And another one, which is a question, right? A super chat from Valeria Greenfield. Thank you for your Peru videos. You helped me feeling less homesick. Cheers from Australia. Would you ever come to this side of the world?
Definitely.
So to Australia?
Definitely.
Oh yeah. We were thinking about van life, right?
Yeah, maybe van life, New Zealand, and Australia.
Yeah, maybe a little road trip of Australia.
The thing is,
New
I
Zealand
think
for...
Australia is pretty expensive. I think we're trying to stick to budget countries for now, but definitely Australia in the future.
Yeah, it would cost a bit to rent a van, and then I don't know. We've heard it's pretty expensive over there, so it is on our list, but probably not next. It might take a year for us to get over there, depending how the money goes.
And they're probably pretty strict, I would imagine, with COVID, not letting people in. I think they close their borders pretty strictly.
Yeah. So, thank you for the super chat and the question. Let's see. So Jorge Farfan says, did you feel weird when your parents told you you were not allowed to hug them? So yeah, for me, I had to stay away from them for a good week or week and a half until I got a negative COVID test, and then they were able to be around me. But yeah, I came home after 7 months and couldn't really be around family at all. So that was tough.
You pretty much quarantined.
Yeah, I had to quarantine in a different section of the house, basically. And Lindsay, it was a little bit different. People could be around her for the most part, but you couldn't hug your brother right away.
I had a much different experience, yeah. I don't even think I've hugged my brother yet. But my mom hugged me right away. She's like, oh, whatever. So she didn't really abide by the rules. But, and all my friends hugged me and everything. So that was nice. Alright, we got another super chat from Benedicta Pilar. She
Just
a
a
little
super
sticker
sticker.
thing that says thank you. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the support. You guys are awesome. And then we have one from Simona Chorai. Any reverse culture shock now that you're back home, other than the food prices?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Mostly it is the food prices that's hard. But what else?
But even just when we go ahead.
Toilet paper. Here in the U.S., you throw toilet paper in the toilet once you've done your business, and in Peru and many other countries, you put it in the trash. You don't throw it in the toilet. So that has taken a few weeks to learn how to get back into the rhythm of what we grew up with our whole lives. So that's kind of a reverse culture shock, trying to get back into that. What do you think?
Yeah, even just hearing people speak English, that was weird at first. We're adjusted now, but right away in the airport when we flew into the U.S., we're like, whoa, we're not hearing Spanish anymore. And that was kind of strange.
Being able to drink water out of the sink, out of the faucet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they give you free water at restaurants here in the U.S.
Free water, free ice.
In a lot of countries, they charge you, so that was another different thing. There's a lot, but those are just a few.
Thank you for the super chat, Simona. Oh, we have a lot here. Sorry if we don't get to you guys. There's a lot. Ask us any questions you want. Where are you going? Oh.
Alex scrolled by a few of the super chats. So
okay, well, we'll go back to that. We gotta do something here. Okay.
Okay. Jorge Yon says,
Jorge.
Hello, Alex and Lindsay. I managed to get a physical copy of the article published on El Comercio. I'll send it when postal office opens again. He gave a super chat. Thank you. Okay, that's amazing. I'll let Alex talk about that part. The article.
Okay, yeah. So we were, whoever doesn't know, we were featured in El Comercio, which is the biggest newspaper in Peru, supposedly. So it has our picture on there and an article and everything. So it was really cool. So we asked if somebody was willing to send us a hard copy of the newspaper. Actually, I'm not sure if I actually asked that out loud, but somebody already sent one to me that I haven't gotten yet, but that was very nice. So I guess Jorge has one too, so we can both have one.
Oh, cool.
A hard copy of the newspaper we were in from Peru.
We were excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. We can frame it, put it somewhere. That would be cool.
Henry Yu sent a super chat. Thank you. Is there
you.
any good Peruvian food in Minnesota? Funny you asked this. Alex and I were just talking about this today. We were eating lunch. I looked it up in Minneapolis. There are Latin American restaurants, so they might have Peruvian dishes, but there are no designated restaurants just for Peruvian food. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, not that I know of. If you guys know of one, let us know.
Yeah, we really wanted to make a video about that. How is Peruvian food in the U.S. versus in Peru? We thought that would be a really interesting video, especially to the Peruvians here. But we don't know if there are any Peruvian restaurants. So
we've heard that Peruvian food is very expensive in the U.S., so we were kind of curious to compare. And just to see how it tastes different, too. I'm sure there's some differences there.
Yeah. If you guys happen to know of anything in Minneapolis, Minnesota, then let us know. And we got another super chat from Vaharoid X.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for the support.
Okay, Christian Stevens says, what country do you guys plan to visit next? Good question that we don't really have the answer to at this point. There are some options, so do you want to tell them what our options might be?
Where are we going next?
Yeah.
There are several options. They're all over the place. We're thinking Turkey.
That's our main one.
Some places in Eastern Europe are open, like Albania, Serbia, Croatia, possibly Greece. Brazil is now open, and Ecuador. Those are supposedly open, but we're a little afraid of going to somewhere like Ecuador, right next door to Peru, when Peru is still having problems with COVID and potential lockdowns and all of that. We're hoping that everything is, that they're coming out of it, but it's a little scary to go back to the same area just in case like a lockdown were to happen again and we got stuck again.
So we might hold off on South America.
Possibly. And then Mexico. We just got back from Mexico, but Mexico is wide open for tourism.
Fabricio Rodriguez says, what are the differences between Mexico and Peru? So I don't know if we can completely fully answer this because we only spent about 2 to 3 days in Mexico, but just from the
They're
short
very
time we were there, as far as how they're handling COVID, it's 100% different. Like, we wouldn't have even known that there was a pandemic going on in Mexico City, except for the fact that people weren't wearing masks. They were all together, packed tight in markets and everything like that.
Yeah, if you watched our last video in Mexico, all the way through, you would see that we went through kind of a market area where there were just hundreds of people, probably thousands of people, just running around, selling things everywhere, hanging out. There was music playing really loud. There were bars open on the streets and people drinking without their masks on. So it was just completely different from our experience in Peru. So they're handling it very differently.
Yeah.
And I think Brazil might be the same kind of way, that they're handling it very differently than Peru is handling it. So
yeah,
it'll be fascinating to see how different parts of the world are handling the COVID situation. Even here at home, it's much different, and we hope to show you guys in a few videos.
Someone had asked in here, what is a super chat? So basically, real quick, it's just a way to donate to the channel and to get your comment or question highlighted so that we see it right away and can answer it, because we are getting a ton of questions and we're trying to get to as many as we can. But so basically, yes, that's what a super chat is.
So if you send a super chat, we have to answer your question or whatever you say.
And it's way easier for us to see it. It gets highlighted.
Yeah, that's why sometimes we just have to answer the super chats because several are coming in.
Yeah.
And yeah, easier way to see it. So we have one right here from Kari Stappert. Hi guys, just made it. Where are you right now? Thanks for the postcard. So we send out postcards if you're a part of the Patreon. Patreon is a different way to support the channel. And through that, we can send you postcards from around the world. So mail wasn't running in Peru, so we've had a bunch of postcards and souvenirs to send all our patrons for months.
We had a lot stacked up. We probably had
it was like this thick of
50.
postcards. Yeah, more than that. And we finally got to send them out a couple of weeks ago once we got home. And people are starting to get them and send us pictures. We wrote something on there, had Potato Head's paw print on some of them. So yeah, it's pretty cool to send you guys stuff from all around the world as we go. So.
Oh, wait, what are you doing?
Okay,
we got another...
she asked where we were. We're in Minnesota right now, for those who weren't here already.
Yes,
Minnesota, USA.
For the next few weeks. Vajaroid X says, first favorite American dish you ate when you got home? Good question, and thank you for the super chat. What was the first thing I ate? I think I just had like a really good burger and pizza.
Me too.
Like typical American food.
Yeah. I really just wanted a burger. I think I had a jalapeno bacon burger, cheeseburger, with a milkshake and fries. That's my favorite meal. It's a comfort food, comfort of home. And the U.S. does burgers really well. If you haven't had a burger in the U.S., you really have to.
Okay, I've seen this question a few times, so we're going to address it. Jean Carlos says, Peruvian food or Mexican food? Jean Carlos. Yeah, so we're not going to say one is better than the other because food from different countries, they vary so much. So Peru was good in a lot of ways for the food, and then Mexico was good, and we like the U.S. for certain foods. But we love Peru food, we love Mexican food. Peru had a lot of organic, healthy foods. I felt a lot better eating in that country than I do back home. And Mexico had a lot of cheap, flavorful food.
Yeah, so we've kind of grown up eating Mexican food. I've had Mexican food almost every day for the last 5 years. It was like my favorite food to get at home. So I really love Mexican food. But it was really great going to Peru and trying these foods that we had never tried before. So it was a lot more of an experience. It was really fun trying all the different Peruvian foods. And it took us several months to try all these different things that Peru has that we had no idea that Peru had. We had never tried anything like some of these foods, so that was very cool. So Mexican food is just a comfort food that we know
We're
already
more
pretty well.
familiar with it.
Very familiar with it. So it's more fun to go to Peru and try these things we've never had before.
Yeah, we like trying new things.
Daniel Feliciano says, what do you think about going to Portugal? I forgot that one. That was also on the list. What do you think? Should we go there? I've been there before, but it was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it would be cool to do it better, to spend a few weeks there.
Mita asks, are you guys planning on doing a U.S. travel video? Yes, we already filmed, I think, 2 videos. We did a road trip to South Dakota, and we saw an amazing... I can't talk tonight.
Here, fix that.
No, I think this is the problem. We went to an awesome national park and a state park, and we saw Mount Rushmore. So those videos should be pretty cool. And we filmed them on Alex's new camera.
Yeah, I got a new camera, so the next videos, once you start seeing videos from the US and then onward, those are gonna be pretty nice looking. It's gonna change a lot, the quality. Yeah. So before you get that, you'll get the Colombia videos, which we're gonna put out, and those are on the old camera.
And some more Peru videos too. We have Huacachina, Paracas.
Yeah, a couple Peru videos as well.
Luis Carlos says, what is the weather like in Minnesota? So right now it's getting cooler. It could be like 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit, and it is considered the fall time now. So the leaves are starting to change colors. It's really beautiful. You definitely need a jacket, jeans to stay warm, hat, scarf. No snow yet, but soon, I'm sure. The next few weeks it could snow. One?
Which one?
Adolfo.
You can read it.
Adolfo Brasino. What Peruvian dish will each of you miss the most?
The first one that always comes to mind for me is lomo saltado.
Yeah, that's our favorite, I think. And ají de gallina.
Yeah. And papa a la huancaina. And chichamurada. And pisco sour.
You're gonna make me miss it.
Those are the main ones we'll miss. Definitely. Okay, we got a super chat from Henry Yu.
Thank you, Henry, again.
Thank you. This one is more for Lindsay.
Lindsay, are you going to get a travel credit card so you can have airport lounge access and global entry? I could, and I might do that, but if I'm traveling with Alex, yeah, it lets you bring a second person in. So as long as I'm with him in the same terminal.
Well, the lounge access does, not
the
global entry. But yeah.
Mainly the lounge is the really cool part.
Yeah. Lounge access I have, but I can bring one guest. So that won't be a problem. But, huh?
That one for you.
Hey Patty asks, Alex, do you do artwork while back in the US? Like maybe sketches, etc., some of the beautiful pics you took in Peru? That is a good question. I haven't yet, but I bought some watercolors and some pens, and my plan is to sit outside at the beautiful house of Lindsay's family, which is kind of in the forest. Yeah, that's what I think. So it's an awesome place to sit, so I want to go out there and paint some scenes, and probably paint some scenes from Peru. So I'll get some of our best pictures that would look good on a painting, and then do that. And maybe we'll put them on some shirts. Maybe it'll be the new merch or something to go along with the potato head stuff. I don't know. Some ideas. You guys can give us ideas if you have any.
Alex is a great artist, but on the road it's kind of hard for him to make artwork because he doesn't have the supplies, and we're always packing up and moving. So being home is really the best time for him to make stuff if you want to.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely making some art before I hit the road again.
Derek Hale says, today is my boyfriend's birthday. Please congratulate him. He's watching this in the UK now. Happy birthday to Derek's boyfriend. Thanks for watching.
No name. You gotta give us the name. But
either way,
feliz cumpleaños. Alright, we have a lot of questions here.
Vanessa Meta says, what was your most memorable experience in Peru? Well, we spent 6 months there. There was a lot of memorable experiences, but my favorite experience was taking a potato head. Like, we grew so attached to him, and he made everything that much better. So, But we had a lot of memorable experiences. Whether they were good or bad, I don't know. But we had a lot of memorable ones.
A lot of those. We also loved going to Rainbow Mountain with nobody else there, not a single person but us at Rainbow Mountain. You should watch that video if you haven't.
Yeah.
And then Sky Lodge, the hanging cliff face hotel that we had to rock climb to get to. Also one of our favorite videos. So, yeah, those were some of the most memorable experiences.
And we were lucky we got to do those, like, in the last week we were in Peru. We scrunched them in and found a way to do them, so that was incredible. Patty Cake 04 says, do you feel like your Spanish got a lot better since you were in Peru for so long? Definitely improved. You don't really have a choice but to get better because no one really knows English there. Or not many people, some people do. But my mom said that she noticed my Spanish got better. I think that we both wish we would have spent more time studying Spanish to actually apply it and practice it there. But we didn't know we were going to be in Peru for 6 months. Had we known that, I guess we probably would have spent more time doing that.
It was always our plan to practice Spanish a lot more, but then we were putting out a video every other day and filming every single day. So that took a lot of our time. So we didn't practice as much as we wanted to.
Yeah, most of our energy went towards the channel and making videos for
you guys. Jorge Farfan says, did you guys have any arguments during lockdown? How did you handle that?
We had more than one.
We had quite a lot more than one. It was really hard at certain points during lockdown, especially when we heard that lockdown wasn't just extending for 2 more weeks, it was extending for 5 weeks when we thought we were finally going to be able to leave.
Yeah.
So there were times, every time we heard, okay, another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks, and we were just there for months, we felt like we were never going to be able to leave the house, and that was just hard on us in general. It's hard not to argue with someone you're with when you feel stuck.
Yeah, you feel anxious and scared of the unknown. I'll admit I was not at my best for a lot of lockdown, just because, we didn't know when we could go home. So had some arguments, but got through them.
JC Ruda says, hey Lindsay, I really enjoyed the epic moment when a llama spat on your face.
Oh yeah, that was memorable.
Yes, that was one of
That was one of my favorites. That was so funny. I mean,
I forgot which video that's in, or we could tell people to go see it.
It was towards the end of lockdown, but that was kind of unexpected. I knew that they spit on people, but I didn't know it was going to happen that quickly.
Yeah. What else?
Marco Polo says, did I miss it? How are you guys together? So our videos are backlogged. So
that's
the last, we can see where that's confusing. The last video you saw, we were going separate ways. Yes, we did for 3.5 weeks. But then Alex came to Minnesota, and we're going to be here for a few weeks at least.
Yes, so the last video you saw when we were leaving Mexico to get home, that wasn't actually yesterday or the day before.
That a few weeks ago.
It was a few weeks earlier, so we've been home for a few weeks. We just had to catch up with our videos. Usually we were making videos on time. They came out the day after we made them, but the last few were a little bit backlogged. So, been home for a little while.
Real quick, if you guys want to make sure that your question or comment gets read and answered, you can do Super Chat, and that just highlights your comment and question, and we will get to it.
Because they go so fast.
I know. David Barriga. Would you guys be willing to pass through this experience again? If not, what would you change?
The lockdown experience?
Yeah. As tough as it was, I think we needed to go through that. We literally started the channel kind of because of lockdown, and we're thankful for the channel and how much it's grown.
Yeah, we learned a lot with YouTube, with each other, being in a relationship in close quarters like that. We learned a lot more about traveling slow, learning more about the culture, the food, the places that you can go if you take more time in a place.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have seen Peru in the same place, in the same way at all, if this didn't happen. we would have seen it in 3 or 4 weeks, and we would have missed a lot of these things that we came to know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we learned a ton.
It was a very hard situation at times, but we had a lot of great moments too.
Alexander AVH says, Alex, have you thought about traveling in a van? We have been talking about it. It probably won't happen yet. Same as the other things we were talking about. Kind of a money issue. First of all, that we don't want to buy a van right now.
It's a
lot of money. It's an investment. And we have a lot of places that we still want to see in the world first. And then we would take our time if we do the van life thing.
We want to do van life, like, for sure. We've talked about it. That's a down the line plan.
Yeah, but what we don't want to do is start that now and then leave to travel the world and then come back and just go all over the place. So we're going to wait to do that for the right moments.
And there's a lot of YouTubers doing van life, so we'd like to do something different and keep doing the international travel as much as we're able to with COVID. We'll see.
Yeah. Oh.
Super chat.
All right.
Again, from Talk Fogger. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm really sorry. That's the best I can do. What Peru souvenirs did you get your family, guys? Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. I brought back some sweaters. I brought back hair scrunchies, headbands, llama keychains, some Mara salt from the Mara salt mines. What else did we get?
When I brought home Mara's salt from the salt mines in my carry-on bag, they stopped me because they thought I had a bunch of bags of drugs,
smuggling drugs.
Possibly. So they stopped me for a little while on that. So that was interesting. And then I brought home well, let's see. I wonder if you can see this. This is my niece and me, and I brought her this furry alpaca.
That thing is so cute.
She's been putting that in her mouth and using it as a toy a lot. So, and I brought her a little not traditional, but Peruvian overalls.
Little jumper thing? Yeah, that was so cute.
A little Peruvian outfit that's like this tall for my niece. So
we loved the Peruvian souvenirs. If we would have had like 3 more suitcases, we would have stuffed them full. Alex,
you're going too fast.
No, they're going too fast. Oh Gloria says, Alex, did you miss Lindsay while you were in California? I thought you were supposed to be in California for a month. Did you go to Minnesota sooner than expected?
Yes, of course. I did miss her. I was in California for about 3 weeks, so we were separate for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of work to get done, so I was working, keeping my mind occupied on that work a lot of the time, and Lindsay had a lot to do in her separate things at home, visiting friends and family. So it wasn't that bad. I think 3 weeks is kind of our cutoff, and then we had to see each other.
After
we weren't
3
gonna
weeks, it gets harder.
Yeah, we weren't going to go a month or 2 without seeing each other. So
I'm glad to have you here.
Me too. All right.
Oh, the Watcher says Wi-Fi speed difference. Oh my goodness, poor Alex. So we're staying at my mom's boyfriend's house, and the internet's horrible.
Yeah.
Like worse than anywhere in Peru, I would say.
We had to come to Lindsay's brother's house, where we are right now, to get good enough internet to do this live stream, because at different houses that... How do you explain?
We live in the country, so there's only really one internet provider, and they're horrible because we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, so when I was in California, it took me 30 minutes to upload my videos to this YouTube channel, and then I tried to upload very similar videos here in Minnesota, and it was taking 15 to 20 hours to upload the same thing. So a bit of a speed difference.
So he had to go to a local coffee shop just to upload a YouTube video.
So if you're asking from Peru to the U.S., you would think there would be kind of a difference there.
Well, I think in general,
in general, the U.S. is faster, but not Minnesota in the country. I would rather be in Peru at Peru upload speed. Do you know what that is? Is that Minnesota? If you don't know, then. keep losing this. Veronica Faronay says, Alex, did you not cut your hair yet? Obviously not. No.
No.
I'm growing it out. I'm giving it a try, and we'll see. Once it grows out a little more, if I hate it, then I'll cut it
It's starting
back
to get
to
these
normal.
cute little curls.
Yeah, Lindsay likes it. She
Yeah.
likes these curls that are coming here. So
We'll see.
giving it a try. All right. We got a super chat from Leo.
Thanks,
He says,
Leo.
thank you guys for keeping me unstressed during the last 6 months. That's awesome.
We love hearing comments like that. Like, that's amazing that you guys like our videos that much and that they help you guys.
Yeah, when you say not only that you like watching them, but they help in some way, like
your
help you
stress level. Yeah.
help some people get through lockdown somehow, or like at least feel entertained through lockdown. That's, I don't know, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah. We wouldn't have expected to hear anything like that, and you guys keep telling us awesome things like that. So, yeah. Thank you, Leo, for the super chat and the support. What else?
Anne Lane says, did you enjoy Peru? Yes, we enjoyed Peru. We obviously were experiencing... I can't talk tonight. I don't know why. We were obviously experiencing it in a way that was not typical, but it is such a beautiful country. I think it might be the most beautiful country I've ever been to. I think I've been to like 12 countries.
I think it is one of the most beautiful countries in the world. I know that's saying a lot,
but it is.
I think it might be.
And the landscapes vary so much. Like, they have beaches, they have like Huacachina, the sand dunes, and they have mountains, lakes,
apus everywhere.
It's awesome.
We're going to have to go back to Peru. We have so much more. The way that we were traveling, slow and in between, not just the main tourist destinations. When you start looking at it like that, we have a lot more to see in Peru. We could spend another 6 months traveling in Peru and seeing all these other things that a lot of people don't film and show people. And we'd like to show people all these other little places in Peru that don't get recognition, because some of those are the best.
Yeah, we didn't even see Machu Picchu, which is the main attraction in Peru, I would say. We heard that it's opening. If you guys know that to be true, leave a comment. I'm interested to see if that's actually happening. We've heard that rumor like 4 times and it didn't actually happen, so.
Yeah. We have a really good question here from Josue Acevedo, I don't know how to say it, who asks, avocado or palta? Which one do you like better? Well,
Avocado,
palta was better, right? We just said that the South American or Peruvian avocado.
We like Peruvian avocado better.
So
yes.
palta, I think, is the answer. We got a super chat.
Yay.
Thank you, Maria G. Maria for the super chat. You want to read?
Do you ever get stomach issues or sick when eating street food? When we went to Peru, we were told not to eat food from the street. A lot of people have that view, or they hear that they shouldn't eat it because they can get sick, which can be true, but we didn't get sick at all from any of the street food.
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we didn't have a ton of street food
while
we were in Peru.
Mexico,
though. I was saying, well...
Just in general.
Okay. Yeah, in general, I always eat the street food. It's one of my favorite things to do when I travel, is have street food. I like how cheap it is, but I like the experience of it, and sometimes you can get some of the best food that way. It's just fun, and I think you experience the culture that way, so...
I personally don't feel like it's that much more of a risk than even eating in a restaurant. Like, that could happen anywhere, getting sick in a different country.
Yeah, if you read up on it, it's not necessarily scarier to eat food on the street in a lot of countries.
One thing Alex taught me that I believe to be true is go to the places that have a lot of people there with locals, because they're going to know what's good, and obviously they're not going to be eating at a place where they get sick.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wait, did we get that?
Sorry.
Or was that the super chat we did? I think it was.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. Never mind. Thank you guys for the super chats.
Thank you. We appreciate the help.
And the not super chats, if you're just here and just ask some questions.
Thanks for watching. We have 559 people right now. That is amazing.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That's the most we've ever had. We haven't done this for a couple months. I bet we didn't get that last one. That's why I went to it. Unless...
Oh, you don't.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Alright. Arturius Picasso says, Nirvana or Oasis? Nirvana. We were just listening to Nirvana earlier. They came on in the car.
Alex loves music. Well, I do too, but he knows a lot of the older bands and songs and stuff like that. So, in the car.
Yeah.
What?
Much older than Nirvana for the most part. But,
so we'll always play the game. Alex will be like, who sings this? And I'll be like, I have no idea. And he'll give me multiple choice, and then I try to pick.
It's my favorite game. Try to quiz me on a music trivia. That's what I like doing. Shorty12341 says, what's your favorite country you visited?
How do you pick a favorite? They're all so different. Do you have a favorite?
It's hard to pick just a favorite. They're for different reasons. Like, if I were to live somewhere, it was, for a long time, Spain or Italy.
You love Italy.
I just love spending a lot of time in Spain or Italy. Of course, we just grew to really love and know Peru, so that is up there. And then I think India was the most interesting, satisfying visually country to me. Just
it's so different than here.
It is so different than anywhere else you'll ever go in the world. I loved India. So yeah, it's hard to pick a country.
I guess it depends what category. Like if it's for scenery or food.
Yeah, you can't just pick one
there.
that's just better in every way.
Yeah, I mean I think every country I've been to, I've loved it for different reasons. I know that's not really an interesting answer.
Yeah. Jorge Luis Farfan says, what's your favorite YouTube travel channel? I really like Bald and Bankrupt and Indigo Traveler, and then Harold Balder, up and down from
you have a lot that you like.
But those three, if you know them, they're more real and raw vloggers. They don't really edit much, and they do some crazy things. So
I think lately we've been liking the more real stuff lately.
Yeah.
I don't know that many YouTube channels yet because I'm fairly new to YouTube, but I really like Kara and Nate. They're another couple that has been travel vlogging for 3 years. So they're really awesome. They're doing van life now.
We didn't actually get that.
Yeah, I know. It did that on that.
Okay. We have a super chat here from Miranda D. Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
I'm glad that in the middle of all the COVID craziness, you two were protected, safe, and healthy, surrounded by the Andes, the Andes rivers, great food, and of course, Mr. Potato.
Thank you, Miranda.
Yeah. We couldn't have asked for a much better situation if we were to be locked down somewhere with Mr. Potato's company, with each other's company, and with, as you said, the great food and the beautiful surroundings of Cusco.
Yeah.
It was just
We've had a lot of people ask if we could have been locked down anywhere else, would we have chosen differently? I mean, we didn't choose Cusco, but we got lucky, and I don't think we would have. It was the best place we could have asked for to be on lockdown for 4 months.
We got extremely lucky. Yeah. We got another super chat.
Yeah. Glitter Glatter 1 says, are you still posting every other day? What is it now? We're doing 3 times a week.
Almost. So instead of every other day, we get a little break in there. So it's Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Instead of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we skip a day there just so we have a little bit of a weekend. So it's almost every other day, and then we just have one extra day there. So
we have been toying with the idea of doing daily. We'll see if that happens. No promises, but we think that would be really cool to try to do it.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
What do you guys think? You guys should let us know. We'll probably ask you again about it, but for us to just do possibly shorter videos, more raw and real, less editing, but we show you more. We show you our daily lives.
Literally every day.
Every day.
Or maybe one day off a week, but pretty much every day.
Yeah, let us know what you think, because we're really thinking about that.
Mm-hmm.
We have another super chat from Mel. Mel Holloway, who says, hi, I'm from Peru, and I love and enjoy your videos.
Thank you. We appreciate you watching and your support.
Awesome. Thank you.
Ooh, Sonia Klein. Thank you for the super chat. Sonia's been a loyal subscriber for a long time. We appreciate you watching and all your encouragement along the way.
Thank you, Sonia.
Another one from Talk Fogger says, what Peru souvenirs did you get your family and how did they like it? He gave a super chat. Thank you so much. You've given a few of these already tonight.
Yes,
we
thank you.
appreciate it. So we got a lot of different ones. We did answer this earlier, but we're going to answer it again just in case you missed it. We got some Peruvian headbands, sweaters, bracelets, Mara Salt from Mara Salt Mines, and we got...
I can't remember. There was so much stuff. Peruvian bags, a lot of these little handmade Peruvian bags, Peruvian wallets, like leather wallets, but they have like
Should we talk
Peruvian
about what
pattern.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, this was so bad. You guys can learn from my mistake. Maybe you've made the same one. We got all these cool souvenirs.
We went souvenir shopping our last day in Peru.
No, Mexico City. It was Mexico
Peru.
City. Yeah.
Peru.
It was Mexico City.
When you left the bag?
Yeah,
we had
with the wallets and the
alpacas.
shot glasses.
That's Peru.
No, we were in the
Yeah.
apartment.
Lima.
Oh gosh, I think I'm losing it. You're right. It was.
We were
was
getting
Peru.
Peruvian souvenirs.
Peru. It was Peru. Okay.
Anyway, we were
You're
doing
right.
Peru. We were doing souvenir shopping on our last day in Peru, and so we were getting a ton of stuff for all of our patrons. All of you who joined the Patreon. And so we had maybe 5 bags of souvenirs for friends, family, and patrons. And Lindsay was holding some of these bags. And as we went into different stores, she started looking at other things, other Peruvian bags. She set it down, and then
so we were
kinda
trying
left
to
in a
like
hurry.
barter on the price with the lady, and I was looking through like 40 makeup bags, and she wasn't giving us a good price, and so we left, and in the heat of the bartering, I think I just forgot about the bag. And I'm kind of forgetful anyway, like sometimes I'll accidentally leave my backpack on a chair, my phone places, so learn from me and don't set your bag down, or if you do, make sure it's in a place, well, I don't know, I don't know how I could have worded that. Just don't set it down.
what I do is if I set something down, I make sure I put something important with it, like my phone
But then
or
you
the
could
rest
leave
of my
that,
backpack.
too.
Chances are you aren't going to leave everything you own. You'll know, oh, I don't have my phone.
Hopefully not.
Because the thing is, we didn't even know she left the bag until 10 hours later. But if you left your phone, you would know pretty soon. So that's how I do it, and it seems to work for me.
Mercy Oslave says from Lima and Souvenirs, right? Or not? 100%.
Much.
I'd say they're like a third of the price of Lima's. Lima was like US price.
We couldn't believe it. It was like if we got a
Even a
mask for a certain price in Cusco, the same mask that we would see in Lima would be 5 times the price.
Yeah.
Not even twice the price, like way above in price. So it's significantly more expensive in
We didn't
Lima.
realize that would have been the case, otherwise we probably would have gotten more souvenirs in Cusco.
Yeah, and I guess we had forgotten because when we arrived in Peru, we arrived to Lima right away, and we thought Peru was going to be very expensive because Lima was expensive, or at least the area where we were staying in Miraflores. So, yeah, that's just an expensive area, and don't judge Peru's prices based off of Lima because it's just Lima, it seems.
We were so nervous when we first entered Lima. We thought all of Peru was going to be that way, but we were. Let's see.
Looking for a question here.
Roberto Linares Geraldo says, I liked the Lindsay blonde hair. I heard someone else, or I read that someone else doesn't like the dark hair, and that's okay, because everyone has different tastes. I just wanted to change. I've been blonde for the last 10 years of my life, so... And it's a lot to maintain, especially traveling. It grows out, and so I was ready for a change. Alex says he likes dark hair better.
Yeah, and I think, let me ask, I'm not sure if this is true, but the people who are saying that may be from Peru, or from a place that generally has dark hair. And so when you meet someone like Lindsay, or see someone like Lindsay, it's the blonde stands out, it's more unique, because you're not used to it there. But when you come back to the US, blonde hair is all over the place, just like brown hair is, and so for us, you can go either way.
I like both.
One is not more unique than the other. So I would assume that people from Peru probably liked her blonde hair because it stuck out. That's just a guess. Let me know.
Yeah. So one day I might go back to blonde, but for now it's gonna be dark, and that's it. I actually wanted to go red for a little bit this summer.
Yeah. What about ginger? Redhead.
Well, like a
That would be
darker
cool.
red, not like an orange red, but you know.
The Watcher asks, have you guys gained weight? No. Or,
I did.
I think I'm exactly the same. I don't think I can gain weight very
Not
easily.
even if you try.
I try to gain weight and I can't. Like, I usually get very skinny accidentally. Like, I don't like it.
I think I gained like 3 pounds, so not anything significant, but
Yeah.
you know.
If you guys aren't familiar with pounds, that's not much. It's like an apple or two. Miguel Gonzalez says Alex ginger, Lindsay blonde. That would be cool. Should
Let's do it.
Should I go orange? That'd be cool. Miguel Garcia says, what is your favorite place in Peru? Mines of Maras, Moray, Rainbow Mountain, Red Valley, Intipunku. We did a lot.
Named all the amazing ones.
Yeah.
I loved them all.
The city of Cusco, the landscape of Rainbow Mountain and Red Valley.
Okay,
the experience of Maras salt mines in the morning.
Yeah, we
I
got
don't
there
know.
at like 6 in the morning. That was a memorable experience. Had to wake up early to see some of these places.
Jesus E is asking, did you guys learn any Peruvian slang? I don't think we did. Because of COVID, we didn't get to meet a ton of people, did we?
What would be considered slang? Like, ¿qué pasa? Like, what's up? Like, ¿qué tal? I don't know if that's slang or not.
We might have learned like one thing, but I can't remember off the top of my head.
I would have liked to learn that.
Yeah, we would have talked to more people if it was the normal state of the world, and we would have tried.
We got a super chat. How do you say that name? Estella? Jay?
Estella?
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. You guys have been amazing. Thank you for attending this live session.
Yeah.
We had been looking forward to it. We were just trying to find the right time to do it.
Yeah. Thank all of you for being here. It looks like we have about 550 people right now.
And for some people, it's probably late.
Yeah. We tried to do it at a good time for most of you. We know we have a lot of Peruvian viewers, and so this seemed like a good time. It's actually the same time for us here in Minnesota as it is for you guys. So it's about 7 p.m. Here as well. When I was in California, it was like 2 hours difference. So it's cool to be on the same time again, so we know what time it is for you guys. Hey, look, Wisconsin. That's what's next door, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
We're like...
Dan R. says 6:56 here in Wisconsin. We went to Wisconsin yesterday for
we went to Osceola
for
Wisconsin.
5 minutes.
Yep.
We're like right next door to Wisconsin. It took us like 10 minutes to get there. So that was really cool for me. It's just normal life for Lindsay, but I went to a new state that I never thought I would go to. All right. Henry Perez says, any Peruvian restaurants in Minnesota? Again, we are not sure, but please let us know if you find one or if you know of one, because we want to have some Peruvian food and see the difference. And make a video about it for you guys.
Yeah, we want to do that, so let us know. We know there's Latin American restaurants, but we don't know if there's any actual Peruvian restaurants.
Okay.
Fabricio Rodriguez says, what do you think of Peruvian people? So what I realized is Peruvian people are very hardworking. They're very loyal to their family units, it seems like. And mostly I was just impressed with their work ethic. Like, if you want something, they're gonna make it happen. Even if they don't know how to do it, they're gonna go ask their neighbor, they're gonna call up their friend, their uncle, and make it happen for you.
Yeah, when we went to restaurants and we would ask for something, ask for a food or an item that they didn't have, they wouldn't say, "Oh, sorry, we don't
say yes.
We don't have it." They would say yes, and then they would leave the restaurant and go buy it and bring it back for us. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You don't get that here in the U.S.
And it's not like they were inconvenienced. Like, they just made it seem like it was totally fine and they would take care of us. And so, yeah, that was very impressive.
Yeah.
In the U.S., that would not happen.
Yeah. And as far as all our Peruvian subscribers, you guys have been awesome. Such an awesome audience. Always supportive. Always here with us. So, yeah. What
Klaus
else?
Hidrago says, Lindsay, the mountains of Ollantaytambo was an incredible experience for you both. Yes, so in Peru, Ollantaytambo is kind of an underrated town in Peru. I would say it was our favorite one that we went to, but
Beautiful.
a lot of people just pass through it to get to Machu Picchu. But actually, you could spend at least a week there and really enjoy yourself. There's a lot to see.
Yeah, it was definitely one of our favorite places. And we hope that our videos reach some amount of people that gets more people to see Ollantaytambo and know that it is actually a great place and a must-see city when you go to Peru. So we're really hoping those videos get seen in the future when people start coming to Peru and tourism is really allowed again.
Derek Hale says, is it raining there? I hear rain sounds. Nope, not raining. I wonder if you can hear the humming of your computer working or
Maybe.
something.
Is it your brother peeing?
No.
Alright. So Van Slama says, how is it being back in the USA? How does it compare COVID-wise? Well, it really depends where you are. In California, people are wearing their masks. You have to wear your masks when you go inside anywhere. A lot of people aren't leaving, or at least in my area of California. They're still trying to stay home and stay safe. In Minnesota, it's a little less like that. And then we went to South Dakota last week. South Dakota is very
Not
close
strict
to
at all.
Minnesota. Not strict. Most people did not have masks on. They were walking around, going into restaurants and everything, and just acting as if everything was normal.
Mm-hmm.
So it really depends where you are, because South Dakota is very close to Minnesota. So, and it changes a lot just by those little borders there.
Yeah, so the U.S. really varies depending on what state you're in. Talk Flogger gave us another super chat.
Thanks for
you.
all the super chats.
Peru
Awesome.
slang, pata, literally leg, means a friend, my leg.
Pata.
How did that come
Pata.
to be, I wonder?
Oh. So like brother or friend, like you say it to someone, like mi pata or something, to a friend?
Which literally means leg.
That's pretty cool.
Maybe
I like
like
that.
an extension of yourself, like
Pata.
my leg.
I like that. That's awesome.
Thank you. We like learning that. Very interesting.
Cool.
We want to continue to learn Spanish. We're both pretty passionate about it. Very interested.
Mm-hmm.
Another super chat from Estila J. Thank you so much.
Thank
That's
you.
The second one you've given. We appreciate it.
So much support. Thank you. What are you guys' questions? Give us some questions. We have a lot here, but some of them we've already answered. Luis Carlos SCB says, did you know that there is a city called Peru in Nebraska? Nebraska isn't too far from here,
Yeah.
is it?
I did know that.
Yeah, somebody told us about
Who
that,
was that?
and I forgot. One of our subscribers, or
Oh, who was it? I don't know.
was
Someone
it
in
Jorge?
person
I don't
showed
know.
me. Yeah.
I don't know.
So there's a YouTube video on it actually where they show.
That would be pretty cool. When we do van life or do a little road trip in the U.S., we'll go to Nebraska. We'll
Good
go to
idea.
Peru, Nebraska, and see if there are any similarities.
That's a good idea. Yeah, that'd be
That
fun.
would be cool. Yeah.
Jesus E says, I'm curious, do you think you both have different accents when talking English? Yes. So
Slightly.
within the U.S., depending on where you live, everyone kind of has a different accent. I don't know. Some people pick up on mine like a Midwest Minnesotan accent. Californians don't typically have accents.
I mean, we have accents in California, but a lot of like pop culture that people see around the world, so like Hollywood, movies, music, TV shows, they come from California. So I think a lot of things that you see, like if you're in Peru and you see an American movie, a lot of the people speaking will have the accent of a Californian because that's where a lot of this culture comes from. So maybe it seems like a more regular accent, less unique, something that you hear in the US a lot. But I think we do have an accent. It's just people hear it a lot. And I guess I specifically have some kind of accent. I don't know why, but People
You
tell me I
talk very
have.
uniquely. Yeah, your
So I have
voice.
my own accent that no one else has, I guess.
You do.
But I don't know what.
No one can figure out where you're from because it's like a blend of like.
It's
all
just a
these
speech impediment. I just
No.
don't know how to talk. I don't know.
Another super chat from Elizabeth
Almost lost it.
Escalante. Can I buy one of your Peruvian masks? So I don't think I have very many left. You can reach out on Instagram. The account is called Travelbum Treasures. We may continue to use that on our travels if we find other cool souvenirs that you guys want to purchase. We just thought it'd be a cool way to have you guys get things from all over the world. But yeah, I think I only have like 2 or 3 masks left, and I can't remember if they're sold or not. So you can reach out to me on there. And
I might have a couple too, but I would have to ask my parents to send them out. So yeah, just reach out on the Instagram, any of our Instagrams, and we'll see what we can do.
We should have gotten more masks.
Yeah, a lot of you guys wanted those Peruvian masks because they're awesome, but we didn't hear from all of you until after we got home.
A lot of the patrons got them.
Yeah.
So if you guys join Patreon.
Yeah, I sent about 20 of those masks out to our patrons. If you want to see what Patreon is.
A lot of people probably don't know what it is.
So a lot of you are actually patrons from the channel, and it's just a way to support the channel, and you get postcards from around the world, depending which tier you enter. Sometimes you can get souvenirs from around the world.
Mm-hmm.
So we were sending things out from Peru, and then when we continue to travel, we'll send you guys things from whatever countries we go to. So it's a pretty cool way that we can give you guys something. We usually write or draw on the postcards.
Yeah. Last time it was Potato Head's paw print on the postcards. And for the souvenirs, it'll be a surprise. We don't even know what we're going to send you because each country will have different things that we can send out. So, pretty cool.
Yeah. Peruvian masks was the last one, the main thing.
And a few other things.
We have a super chat from Mighty Men. Thank you for the super chat and the support. That's all, Lindsay.
What? Can you say Wayon? What is that?
Wayon? Wayon? Is it Peruvian?
Or is Spanish?
Like Chinese? Wayon? I don't know. JP asks, JP says, aguaymanto or guanabana ice cream? Guanabana. For me, aguaymanto. That's one of my new favorites.
Hey. Those are fruits from Peru. We miss the fruit so much. It's all organic there and cheap.
Fruit is much better there than in the U.S. The U.S. is not great for fruit, and we miss it.
Like, I miss the mandarin oranges. There.
I miss the aguaymanto,
and the mango.
The pitahaya, the passion fruit, the guava,
amazing.
Even the bananas, they're different here, and they have less flavor, it seems. So,
Miguel Valky says, "Are you dating?" I don't know. What do you think? Are we dating?
We're just friends, really close friends.
Bestest friends.
No, we are dating, and we've been dating.
8 months.
I don't know.
Alex is bad with time.
8 months or
it's
something.
Probably been since December.
We started dating officially when we were in Mexico before we got to Colombia, right before Peru. So a little bit before.
The Doll Island.
Yeah, maybe a month before you started seeing videos from us. That's when we started dating, and we only met a month before that. So we haven't known each other that long.
That was what was even crazier about the lockdown we had together. We had been dating for like less than 2 months, and then we were just stuck in close quarters together for 6 months. Very good way to get to know each other.
Oh yeah. Dan R says, I thought you were engaged at one point when I saw a ring on Lindsay. We got several comments about that, but was it this one?
Let me show you what I got. I got this.
She got a couple rings in Peru.
This is on my right hand. This one I've been wearing ever since the beginning of our channel. I got that in the States, and then this I got in Colombia, and it's on my middle finger. So no, not engaged.
Not yet. We got a super chat from Richard Gano. Thank you for the support. No question or anything.
Sorry.
Where is it?
Artorias Picasso. Do you like when they say gringos? Yeah, we actually find it really funny. Alex got a shirt that has it on there.
One of my favorite shirts now, it says, Bienvenidos gringos. And I like that. I like that it's, in a way, kind of making fun of us.
We're fine with that. We can laugh at ourselves for being gringos.
Yeah, whatever.
Catch what words in your mind. Super chat from Hector. Thank you.
Thank you for the super
Okay,
chat.
the only two I know, and Oyeyanchu, Serpaiki.
Yeah.
I
That's
think
the
it
only
means
one
like,
we
hello, how are you?
Oyeyanchu, Serpaiki,
Serpaiki.
something like that. We learned other Quechua words, or at least Quechua words of places. I remember Keswachaka. We went to the bridge, the rope bridge called Keswachaka.
I don't know what that means.
I don't remember, but we do know other Quechua words, but not off the top of our heads.
Quechua's kind of a tricky language, it seems like. It just sounds very unique.
Yeah.
It's not too similar to Spanish, I don't think.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of Spanish. A lot of Spanish because being from California, we have a large Mexican population, so we hear Spanish all the time. But Quechua is just a completely different thing, and you don't really hear those sounds. So it was really interesting to hear those words. Ollantaytambo, Ernesto. Yep.
Talk fogger. I just hope we're saying that right.
Yeah.
So we've said it like 10 times already. You gave another super chat. Thank you.
About his question.
Yeah, basically he's
Thank you.
clarifying that, yeah, this is my buddy, my pata,
Okay.
slang in
Which means my
Peru.
leg, but my...
My buddy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Thank you. Okay.
Did you like... Alexander Gallo says, did you like chicha morada? Yeah, we were obsessed with
Love
chicha
it.
morada. For those who aren't Peruvian, it's a purple corn drink. It's made with purple corn boiled with possibly pineapple, apples, cinnamon, canela, a couple other things. But yeah, it's purple corn drink that's kind of sweet, and it's supposed to be healthy for
It's
you.
delicious.
And yeah, we had that all the time. So we miss chicha morada. That's something we should make here while we're home.
Yeah, if we can get purple corn, then we could easily make it.
I
It's
wonder
just
if
a
we got
cinnamon
purple
and
corn, if it would be the same kind as like the Peruvian
I
purple
don't know.
corn.
We should try it.
Yeah.
Another super chat from Javi Valen Thane. You must have a huge debt charged on your credit card for accommodation in Peru? Question mark. Thank you for the super chat. No.
Not really.
Peru's cheap.
It was pretty cheap. It was pretty cheap for the most part, and when we stayed in Airbnbs most of the time, and because of COVID, we would get good deals because nobody was there to stay in these places, so they were slashing their prices, maybe 50%. So we only stayed in places that didn't cost us much, and then we split it between the two of us. And sometimes I did a little work for them, like videography work, because I have my camera, and
that
I know how to do that.
Yeah.
So they would give us more deals. So yeah, we didn't spend that much
Our average
on accommodation.
price we spent per night was probably $15 to max maybe $30 a night. So split between us, 10 to 15 a night. That's not bad.
Yeah, or less if it was 15. So yeah, $7 to $15 per night.
That's
each.
about as cheap as we could ask for anywhere in the world.
Yeah,
So.
but sometimes we got free accommodation just because we would make YouTube videos and we would just vlog our day.
Mystica says, what did we feel when we saw our story on the news? I felt very humbled and thankful, and like it just caused me to reflect on our whole experience in Peru and how unique and memorable it was.
Nothing to add. That's
Summed it up
that's
right
it.
there.
Humble and yeah. That's it. I just couldn't wait to get my hands on that article and put it up on the wall in a frame. Because that's pretty cool.
Pretty exciting.
We'll always remember that. Like, it's just.
And it happened after we left Peru, so we weren't expecting anything like that at all. And then they asked if they could feature us and wrote a nice little article.
Yeah, it was like the culmination of our whole trip. Right when we left, they put it on paper and told the world our story in Peru, and that's just amazing. It's like everything that happened to us in an article, our
published.
story. So, yeah, it's very cool.
We got another super chat. Thank you from Matthew Walker.
Thank you. Just a super sticker.
Yay.
Thank you.
We like stickers.
Awesome.
Artorius Picasso says, why you don't like soccer so much. So we haven't really talked about this, but I actually love soccer. I played ever since I've been 4 years old. I still play sometimes, and I played in college. I don't follow it too much professionally on TV, but I love playing the game. So we're not against soccer. We actually love it. So how much longer are we going? I don't think we ever talked about that.
So usually we do about an hour to an hour and a half on these lives. What are we at right now? We're at an hour 10, so we can do maybe 15 more minutes or something like that.
So make sure you get your questions in.
Beto Salazar says, I believe Lindsay makes one of the best chicha moradas around.
You got it. Except for we drank it hot, and it tasted like a hot apple cider, which it was delicious.
That's probably why.
It was so good.
We never used pineapple in it. We just didn't have pineapple,
No.
so we either added something or we just left it like it was, and we kept it hot and boiling. So I actually really liked it that way. So I think maybe Lindsay caught on to something.
Maybe a new recipe.
Maybe,
of chicha morada.
Yeah.
No, we like the traditional kind too, but we didn't know any different when I made it, so we're like, this is amazing. But then you guys all told us, no, you're supposed to drink it cold. And we're like, well, we didn't know.
It's a Minnesotan Peruvian chicha morada.
It's a Lindsay twist on chicha.
So thank you for that.
We
Beto.
got a super chat from the Spanish Gringo.
Gringo.
I love it. Thank you.
Happy that you both arrived safely. Cheers from California. Cheers. Say hello
with the empty glass.
to home for me. I'm empty too. Thanks for the support. That's awesome. Hope it's not still smoky over there. I bet it is, but how is it in California right now? I've been gone for about a week, and it was pretty smoky when I left.
A lot of people might not know about that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of wildfires in California, and it caused the air quality to be really bad. There was ash in the air.
Can't wait to show you guys. I'm going to show you a little snippet pretty soon in one of the videos. When I woke up, it was just an orange sky, even in the middle of the day, and ash was coming down from the smoke, and it looked like snow was coming down when I was driving through it. So it was pretty crazy around where I was. It looked like the end of the world when I left my house that day a couple weeks ago. So yeah. We got a super chat. Thank you, Angry Nerd. From Angry Nerd, who says, tater tots?
Tater tots.
Tater tots or salchipapas.
Shout out to my wife, Alma. Hi, Alma.
Hello, Alma. And thank you. Oh, Angry Nerd, we don't know your name.
I think I prefer tater tots because I'm not a big hot dog person.
That's true. Lindsay doesn't love hot dogs.
Yeah.
Hot dog pizza.
You ate a lot of salchipapas.
I loved salchipapas, yeah. I had a couple different versions of salchipapas, and you can have, I think, a more traditional way, or you can add a bunch of stuff to them. We went to Super Salchi Power. That place was pretty cool in Cusco, and we got a lot of weird salchipapas that we liked. So, yeah, salchipapas.
Certification 38 says, are you together now? I don't understand. Alex just took a flight. We answered this earlier, but I wanted to answer it again for those of you who are just tuning in now. We understand it can be a little confusing. Our last video, we were showing us going separate ways, which we did. We spent about 3.5 weeks apart. Then Alex is now in Minnesota, and our videos are kind of backlogged, so those Mexico videos actually took place
a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And one thing to address also, because I addressed it earlier, but there are new people in here right now. So the next videos that you will be seeing for the next couple weeks, they're going to come from before lockdown. So we were filming our travels in Colombia and Peru before lockdown, but once lockdown happened, we started getting those videos out to you guys. So we just kind of held on to these videos from Colombia and Peru pre-lockdown and COVID. So we're going to release those for the next couple of weeks, so you'll get to see what we're doing right before lockdown. Yeah, there's some of our coolest things that we did, like Huacachina in Peru. We have some drone footage going over the domes and the desert, dune buggying, sandboarding. We have a pink sea in Colombia, so a lot of cool stuff. So hopefully you guys will be there to see those.
Yeah.
They'll be coming up.
We were waiting for the best time to release them. We couldn't really find a great time when we were in lockdown. We didn't want to like disrupt the, I don't know what word I'm looking for, but so now we're gonna release them. Did you do this one right?
Oh. Another super chat. Thank you very much from Astella J.
Thank you.
We were in quarantine with you. Happy you were home.
Thank
you
we
very
appreciate
much.
that. We're happy to be home for now right now.
We were glad to have you guys. We felt like you guys were with us throughout the quarantine because of these videos, because of all your comments and awesome stuff you were saying. You were helping us learn more about Peru. You were telling us where to go, what to eat, and do all that. So you were in quarantine with us. Like, we felt like you were there with us.
Yeah.
So it wasn't only us stuck in a house. We like somehow had you guys there. So
you guys are part of this with us. You guys helped even contribute to some of the things we did in Peru, which helped make certain videos. So
a lot.
We felt not alone.
Yeah. So muchas gracias for that.
Another super chat from Marco Alarco. Thank you, Marco. Says, if you guys ever come back to Peru, you should come to Arequipa and visit Colca Canyon. Greetings from there. Hello to Arequipa. We actually were there, and we weren't there for very long. We didn't do Colca Canyon because that required more time, but we did hear it's amazing.
Yeah, people keep telling us about that. So yeah, when we go back to Peru, we will have to do that. We didn't spend enough time in Arequipa. We were there briefly, and our Airbnb got flooded, so we were out of there.
It's a beautiful city, though. Like, right when we got there, we were so impressed with it.
Yeah, we will have to go back. Did you get that one?
Nope. Another super chat from Vanslama. Thank you very much.
Thank you for the super chat.
And another one from Talk Fogger says, love Wakachina, drinking Pilsen Peru beer here. Awesome.
Woo! We wish we could drink with you, but we'd have to leave the room to get more.
We're empty. I guess one of us could leave it, but we're going to be done here in about 10 minutes, so.
Yeah. Cool, well, cheers. Salud.
Another one from Vanslama.
Vanslama, thank you for the support.
Wow.
So many super chats from both of you.
You guys are
Talk
great.
Fogger.
Thank you.
Well, thank everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you to everyone.
Try to get some other questions here. Let's see. Mystica says, does the avocado in Peru taste different than the Mexican avocado? I'm not sure.
It's hard to
did
tell.
we have much avocado in Mexico?
We did, but we didn't eat it plain. We were eating it with stuff, so that's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
That didn't seem too different.
Because it was like having it on Peruvian food versus having it on Mexican food. It changed everything, so not sure.
Avocado's always
I think
good.
it's pretty similar, I guess.
Brenda said, Lindsay, are you planning to spend some time in California with Alex's family? So, probably not this time around. I did meet Alex's family before we went on our South America trip. They're awesome. But this time around, he was going to meet my family because he hadn't met mine yet. So.
Yeah, so probably next time.
Yeah, next time we come home, I'll go visit Cali.
Yeah, so after Minnesota, we'll be going somewhere in the world. We'll let you know as soon as we know. And then maybe when we come back from that, we'll take a visit to California. We got a super chat from Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
My mom. I just sent you a super chat for 2020, but I don't see it because it shows 5. I don't know.
We never got the 21, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think it went through. But thank you.
Yeah,
Whatever
thank
went
you,
through,
either
we'll
way.
let you know. But thank you for that. Thanks for
being
being
watching.
here.
We didn't know you were here.
Yeah. Tony and Danelle, if you're there, let me know. And Aria, my niece.
Okay. The Blancon. Do you enjoy being YouTubers? I'd say that we enjoy it. It's not always easy, but we love it. Like, everywhere we go, it's fun to find a way to creatively record it, document it. Alex has been doing it way longer than I've been part of it, though. So.
Yeah, I've been doing it for a few years, and I wanted to do it before that. I probably wanted to do the YouTube and travel thing for 5 years, maybe longer than that, but it took me a while to get to it. So it was pretty much my dream to be able to travel the world and just have enough money to do it, just to continue traveling and show it to the world. And it's pretty much what I've been able to do lately. It didn't come without struggle. It's been very hard to get to a point where I was really able to do that.
Dream come true.
Dream come
All
true.
because of
I enjoy
you
it.
guys helping out too. Like,
Yeah, you guys really helped to get there with this new channel. So.
And a lot of you have stuck around even though we've left Peru, and we appreciate that so much. So keep watching.
We have a lot of cool countries
We
to show
do.
you guys.
The world is big out there. There's a lot to see.
Yeah.
Okay, Kathy tried it again. Another super chat. Thank you, Kathy. It worked this time.
Okay.
Aria wants to
And
know
she
if you
says,
miss-
we're all here. And Aria wants to know if you miss her. Of course I miss her.
That's his niece.
Aria is my niece. I just showed you guys 20 minutes ago. And I hope she has the alpaca there that she can chew on and remember me until I get back.
She's so cute.
Thank you, all of you, for being here. Didn't know you guys were here and you were so quiet.
Angry Nerd gave another super chat. Thank you, Angry Nerd. I like that name, by the way.
Thank you. Awesome. Carrie Subbard says, Kathy's your mom? How sweet. I'm also in the East Bay. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm technically, I say I'm from San Francisco when I travel the world because, people usually know that, but it's really outside of San Francisco in the East Bay. So
And
that's
yes,
cool.
Kathy says one.
It's cool seeing that we have some subscribers. Occasionally they'll say that they're from somewhere that is right next to like the small place where I'm from outside of San Francisco. So that's always really cool to see. And then some people from Minnesota and really close to where you live. So
we have subscribers from all over, which makes it really cool.
yeah.
Eric UR says, I'm confused. Are you guys in San Francisco or Minnesota? We are in Minnesota right now. We're actually in my brother's apartment because he's the only one in my family that has fast Wi-Fi so that we could live stream. So we drove 40 minutes to live stream at his apartment. Let's see.
Our videos were backlogged a little bit. We told everyone here, so just quickly. They were backlogged, and so actually we got home about 3 weeks ago. I was in California until this week.
And we did that so that we could have a little time off to enjoy time with family, so
Yeah.
that's why. We got another super chat from
Francisco B. Arbizu.
Thank you.
Arbizu.
Because apparently I can't talk.
I know. It's okay.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Thank you, Francisco, for the support.
Thank you. Another one from Cool...
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh.
What happened to the chat?
It's going
Another
so
super
fast.
chat from Cool Tunes.
Made easy. Cool tunes made easy.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. So many super chats.
Kathy, your mother, says, Danelle has made some comments. We want to know how you were liking Minnesota.
Oh, I didn't see any.
I didn't either, but there are a lot. So what do you think of Minnesota?
It is beautiful. Minnesota is really beautiful right now. It's around peak season.
Yeah, the leaves
they're
are-
saying it might be past peak season with the leaves.
In certain areas.
In certain areas, I don't know. I'm getting used to the terms here, but yeah, it's the good time to be here. The weather is pretty good. Occasionally, I'll put a sweater on, but we don't need much. The leaves are falling down. Some really red and orange and yellows. We got some drone shots here of all the trees and the farmland as we're driving through. We'll show you guys soon. But yeah, it's been awesome. I will have to see it in the winter, which people all say that I have to see it then to see if I really like it here.
I'm like, that's great, you like it, but before you form a true opinion, you have to see it in winter.
Yeah.
Because the winters are pretty brutal here. It gets very cold. But
I
you're
don't
not
mind.
picky about
I don't
weather,
mind.
so I think he could actually end up liking
I like
the
cold
snow.
and hot and
It's
everything.
beautiful. It's just cold.
Yeah.
Another super chat from Glade Cornelius. Just want to say I love you guys. You're
Thank
so
you,
sweet.
Glade,
Thank you.
as always. We know you're always here and always supportive, so
Yes, amazing.
thank you for that.
Talk Fogger. Another
Again.
super chat. How many times has it been tonight? 10?
Like 10?
Inca Cola
Thank you.
is life, guys. I agree. I've been starting to like Inca Cola more and more each time I have it. Alex still is learning to, warm up to it.
I'm not a huge soda guy, that's why. Or
Yeah.
even sweets. I like ice cream, but I don't really drink or eat sweets much.
That's true.
So, but it is fun to have that crazy yellow Inca Cola sometimes.
It is.
We'll see if we can find it around here. That'd be
That and
interesting.
some pollo a la brasa, and you're set to go.
Yeah.
Alright, Kelly Vive, another super chat. Thank you, Kelly. You want to read it?
Thank you, Kelly. Greetings from Harrisonburg, Virginia. I'm a Peruvian living in the USA just for college and can feel homesick.
Right now.
Homesick vibe. Love your videos.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching the videos. And yeah, I could definitely see that.
Where do you get homesick? Yeah.
Yeah. Lindsay got homesick after, a few months being away?
Yeah, it doesn't take much. I mean, other countries are great, but then there's just some comforts of home that you don't necessarily have, so it's hard.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Beto Salazar says, I bet you're going to miss Yola.
Oh, yes.
Cheap and good.
You got
Yeah,
it.
we miss
We
cheap
miss
and
it.
good food. I would go there like every day if we
I
had
know.
one here.
We have about 2 to 3 minutes left, so we're going to wrap it up, but get your last questions in before we do. We'll try to do another one of these, maybe before we take off to our next country.
Carlos Barante says, what was the funniest situation you remember from your trip? One was when the llama or alpaca spit on Lindsay. That was pretty funny.
Some others.
Another one, we got on a bus one time, and when you get on the bus, there's a lady or a person who has a sanitizer bottle, and she sprays your hands when you get
because
on.
of COVID.
And she sprayed Lindsay, and then she wanted to spray me. I didn't really want that much of it, and so instead of spraying me a lot, she decided to spray Mr. Potato Head in the face, on the head. So
she just looks at him, she's like, shh, and he's just like looking scared.
like complete spray. He was wet on his head, but he's just sitting there all happy and suddenly sprayed with sanitizer, and she just did not.
She acted like it was totally normal.
She was
to
just
spray
his face, and yeah. So that was kind of sad but funny. You'd probably have to be there.
It was
see
just
how funny it
we
was
were so
at the time.
like caught off guard. Like, what just happened?
So confusing.
Our dog just got sprayed with sanitizer. Alright, one more minute.
I don't know.
Pick
what do you
one.
think?
We'll do 2 more questions.
Okay, so we're gonna have to do good ones. I don't know. We'll do a few. Okay. So cruel. Some of them are about Potato Head. So cruel, spraying Mr. Potato Head with chemicals. I know.
We agreed.
It was.
It was sad, but so awkward. Luis Carlos SCB says, will you see Mr. Potato Head again? We like this question. I think we will see him again. I know we'll be back in Peru. I don't know how long it'll be until we're back in Peru, but we wouldn't go there without seeing him. He might be one of the main reasons we go back.
Yeah, we have to see Mr. Potato Head and then Lydia and Roberto, who took him in. They're like family now. So we need to come back to Peru for many reasons, but a few of the good reasons are those 3. So when we see Potato Head again, we will film it for you guys. Vanslama says, what are you up to next? We answered this a while ago, so let's just say kind of. We're currently looking at the places that we might go next. Some possibilities are Turkey, Albania, Portugal, Serbia, Brazil, Ecuador,
Mexico. Those are the ones that are open to us that we're aware of. If you guys know of any that are open to U.S. citizens without much hassle, let us know.
Yeah, there aren't a ton open to us specifically in the U.S. right now, so that's why we have a very short list, and that's kind of the reason why we picked some of those places. But pretty soon we're going to hit the road again. We're not going to take a long break, so you guys will still see us in videos. You'll see our Colombia videos and our Peru videos coming up, and then right after that, we'll be somewhere else.
Yep.
Yeah. Any last questions here?
Katya Gadkare says, in the meantime, show us more from Minnesota. We're going to do a few videos from Minnesota. We don't know if you guys will be fully interested in U.S. videos, so we don't want to do too many of those, but we will do a few just so you can see what it's like here, and then we'll start again with international videos. And we'll be showing our Peru and Colombia videos first, before anything else.
Yeah. So we have a few videos from the U.S. and we'll see how you guys like them. So if you like them, make sure you give them likes and give them views, and we will continue to do them. But I have a feeling a lot of people won't be interested in that, like not our subscribers, but other people. So we'll just see how it does. And
yeah, we'll try it out.
Yeah, if you're very interested, we'll show you a lot. Whatever works.
We got another super chat. Great way to end this live session from Mel Holloway.
Thank you, Mel.
You're so sweet. She said you guys are so cute. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I think that's probably it for this live. We might be doing another live pretty soon. Possibly.
Maybe in a few weeks before we go off to our next country, I'd say, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
So the next video you guys will be seeing will be from Colombia.
Yeah, so stay tuned for the Colombia videos, which are followed by a few more Peru videos pre-lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Those will either come tomorrow or the next day. I haven't decided yet. So stay tuned for those and let us know what you think.
Alright, we hope you guys have a great rest of your night or day, whatever time zone you're in, I don't know. But thank you for watching, being here. All your support. This has been fun. We hope you guys enjoyed it too.
If you want to continue talking to us, then come over to Instagram. We try to get to your DMs on Instagram and talk to you there as much as we can. It's just another place to see us when we're not on YouTube.
Alexander Travelbum and Lindsay Travelbum on Instagram.
Just type in Travelbum, you'll probably see all of the Travelbum accounts.
We have a few different ones.
So, yeah. Again, thank you guys so much. This has been awesome. We'll do it again pretty soon.
Alright. Ciao, ciao.
See you guys later.
Bye.
Adios.